welcome back. Welcome back. Apparently people like do intros for live streams. Like, hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I guess that's when they have like a bunch of people waiting though. I don't think there's anybody waiting to watch my stream. Maybe a couple people, but just in case you're seeing this in the future, welcome. I'm getting a little, it's been a long day, so we're gonna kick back and relax, get through these interludes, get this shit spec'd. I gotta get this profane ritual text set up for the Invoker. Apparently that's the only way to keep power charges, which is kind of strange to me because I don't know. I feel like there should just be a better way to generate charges more often. I guess they don't want you to. That's the impression I'm getting, but I don't know. So you have to like hit the profane ritual, like get the little power charge, and then I can flicker. Or wait, no, that's not flicker, that's whirling slash. I was thinking of using whirling slash. Oh, wait. Do I get whirling slash to get the bell? Is that what it is? Oh, okay, it does do the bell. Wow. I think whirling slash might be the best way to generate comments, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be fucking 100% wrong about that. It seems like you can get it to a point to where you're hitting, like, very often. Now, I could be very, very wrong about this, but oh shit, we're at this boss fight already? Holy shit. Come on, bitch. Let's go. I don't think I still don't have a way to generate the power charges during a boss fight though. That's the problem. Yeah, see, I don't have a way to flicker. I hit the bell though with the storm call. This thing's pretty goddamn powerful just by itself though, especially when it procs Herald of Thunder. Hey, what up, Photon man? How you doing? I'm just testing some shit out on this Invoker. Now we got some level 1 waystones. Okay, so now what do we do? Oh, we gotta go back to the refuge. That wasn't it, right? Speak to the hooded one. Was that it? You're calling us to war, we can't sleep, blah, 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 blah. I could have sworn that there was another... Huh. Okay, I guess there isn't. Man, I could have sworn that there was another, Bloodhound Huntress? Nice. There's some really cool tech that I read about, dude, about, it was about using the disengage to blow up the whole screen, but it requires a companion or a specter. I'll have to look at it again, and if I find it, I'll post it as a post on YouTube so you can read it. So just look for it. I have to find the thread that it was in, but this guy made a pretty cool thread about it. Essentially what happens is the specter is causing some sort of bleeding, I think, and then the disengage just kind of proliferates through the screen. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. I don't even know anything about the Huntress, dude. I gave up on 02. I hated that shit so much, dude. I thought it was fucking terrible. I do want to play a Huntress, though. But I want to play a melee Huntress. I wonder, I don't even know anything about the spear skills. Don't know if any of them are viable or not, but I'll probably do like a cast on crit Huntress too. I think that Whirling Slash might be the way. I'm not sure. Right now, Flicker Strike's just getting me killed left and right. Or no, the power charge. I don't know, dude. This storm wave thing is pretty goddamn powerful just on its own. What up, Dross? Just trying to get this Flicker Strike thing off the ground. I think we're doing pretty good right now. In POB, I have it to 100% crit chance, no matter what I'm using. So just with the staff, just with regular ass gear, I have it to 100% crit chance, and I'm like level 89 or something in POB. So I can get there. Now the question is, what's going to hit faster, Whirling Slash or Flicker Strike? That's the question. Because whatever hits faster is going to be the skill we're going with. We might use that that combo shit too for the win, because that fires out projectiles. I forget how it works, but I think you gotta like stun them or something, and then once you Whirling Slash them, it throws out projectiles. Because the more projectiles, the better for cast on crit. The 3-man act. Okay, all right. We'll check it out, dude. I mean, if it jives with all of our schedules, I'm down, dude, to do it. You know what I mean? I got a podcast with Sir Gog tomorrow night. Yeah, it does the projectile thing. Watch, I'll show it to you. Let's see. Oh, it's I'm sorry, Whirling Assault. But watch the video. So he goes through the thing, he hits him, and then see, that throws out all the wind projectiles. But I think that's when you cull an enemy or something. It's some sort of combo. It looks like he dashes to cull them, and then he throws out projectiles. Dude, Shattering Palm is insanely fucking strong, dude. For some reason, those melee bursts, those explosions, they deal a ton of fucking damage. Yeah, look at that, 266% damage. Strike an enemy with attack that manifests a wave of cold, coating nearby enemies with shards of ice. Dealing damage to these enemies will shatter the shards, causing an icy explosion that deals attack damage. I don't know, dude. I kind of want to do a hand build. Because there's Shattering Palm, Hand of Chayula, and then there's another one. Staggering Palm. That's the one. Okay, so heavily stunning them with your prime for stun. Heavy stunning an enemy on this skill grants a buff that causes your quarterstaff attacks to also fire projectiles for a short duration. Got it. Okay, so this might be the thing. I don't know, dude. It's really just depends on which one is going to, which one's going to do the most attacks. This shit looks, vaulting impact looks fucking insane, dude. 390% attack damage. Okay, I'll check it out, dude. We'll check it out. I want to basically test out whichever one I can get to attack the fastest. Essentially, is going to be the one I'm going to go with. Like this one attacks pretty fast too, and it procs Herald of Ice, or Herald of Thunder too, which is really good. It is very annoying to have to cast Profane Ritual, though, every time you want to get power charges. I saw that guy, the guy who made the, his name's like Vindiction or something, like Vinny Diction or something. He's the guy that Cal Torak reacted to when he made the tourist video. He was the guy that was basically saying everybody was being, like, negative. He made a build, and you have to, like, swap, like, 15 gems out just to go do a boss. It's kind of whack looking. But, I want to find a better, more, like, sturdy way to generate these power charges. More steady, without having to do, like, a bunch of gem swaps and all that shit. Right now, dude, Flicker Strike, yeah, I don't know, dude. A lot of people are like basically running this build. I was checking it out, dude, and it's like, I don't know. It doesn't seem worth it. I hate builds like that, dude. I fucking hate them. I hate builds where you have to like switch items or switch weapon or switch gems. I just want to log in and play, bro. I'm not trying to do all. It's a lot of work. If I can't make a build like based off of what I have like socketed at once, I'm not gonna play it. Like it better be able to do all content. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna play the build. I don't think I'm alone in that. All right, there we go. We have fucking. Appreciate you, man. Don't trip. You're good, brother. Yeah, those builds are really annoying, dude. You're like snapshotting shit. I don't know, dude. It's fucking lame. I was never a fan of that. Like, yeah, you can do it to do some pretty busted shit, but they were doing that shit in Diablo, and I couldn't even stand it there either. annoying. I just want to put shit in and play. Apparently Diablo 4 is getting out of beta. Big congrats to the Diablo 4 team for finally getting out of beta. Yeah, dude, it's annoying. It's annoying gameplay is what it is. It's like, I'm not trying to do all that shit. This skill is really fucking busted, dude. Storm Wave. It's pretty powerful. This thing just clears everything. Look at this shit. I bet you anything there's a lineage support that goes well with this too. The one that creates like fissures or whatever. I need to get seven power charges. I can flicker 7 times with like 1 shot. It's not out of beta yet? Okay. I thought it was, dude. I thought it was getting out of beta this season. That's what everybody was saying, dude. Everybody was saying, dude, it's on its way. They're headed in the right direction. That's what they were saying. But they must have been wrong. Dude, they still don't have a sword and board class in Diablo, which is fucking incredible, man. It's goddamn Diablo, dude. Like, what are they doing? They have no paladin. They added some weird like monk / druid like class to the game before they even put the fucking paladin in. That's how you knew they were in trouble. Once I saw that, I was like, dude, this game's cooked. Like, they don't even have any idea what they're doing. Like, they literally have the winning formula. They have it. They have the winning formula. Their name's on it. It says Blizzard. When I pop D2 up, when I load up Diablo 2, it says Blizzard on it, dude. So I know that they got the winning formula somewhere there. And they're just too fucking scared to use it, or I don't know. I don't know what is going on with that game studio, though. It's just like bad decision after bad decision. And then poor Rax, dude. Rax had to make a reaction video to the campfire chat. It sounded like a fucking hostage video. True. Yep. Yeah, Blizzard North, right? That was the only true Blizzard. Now it's like, I don't know what you call it, dude. It's like, I don't know, dude. They're just not hiring people that know how to work on ARPGs, which is really weird. Right. Yeah, PoE's what's up, dude. This is PoE, bottom line, best fucking ARPG out there. And this is going to be close to probably taking the throne here once they get this shit like figured out. Oh, shit. I walked right into that. Right. Yeah, they fucked up. Yeah, I was always impressed by Last Epoch, dude. Always. It just started off with like a little Reddit post, dude. It wasn't even like anything, you know? And all of a sudden they created like this really cool fucking game. It's got a really good like loyal community in there, you know? Oh, here's my last spirit. Okay, I got it. I was wondering, where is my other spirit? I keep forgetting. I gotta make a dude. It's this is what happens when you get old, dude. I gotta make a video in order to remember this shit. I'm gonna have to put together like a campaign guide in order to remember any of this shit. All right, I think we can do charge regulation. No. Oh, no, no, no. I want to do sacrifice. That's what I want to do. Okay. So we want to do sacrifice. I gotta get that one to where the minions can't be damaged. Let's see what we got here. What build did you end up playing in Last Epoch? You know what's amazing to me is that Last Epoch has a keyboard controller swap and this game doesn't. Who has the disenchant here? Is it Doriani? It's gotta be Doriani, yep. Yeah, dude, the Flay Lich is sick, dude. Did you ever see my my dive bomb or my Falconer build that I made? With the shurikens? It's pretty good, dude. If you search through my YouTube channel, you see it. It's in some of my older. It's in some of my older like Last Epoch. Just go to my videos and just search Last Epoch. It's still viable. I just haven't updated it because the new shit I wanted to test out other things. So I made a this last season I made a dude, I can't even remember. This is fucked. I'm getting old. So I apologize. But I made a Forge Knight with the forged weapons. It was really good, dude. It was fucking powerful. Yeah. I love the Falconer, dude. I think that's such a cool archetype. Alright, I gotta get to level 65, dude. Let's see, where are my fucking... Where are my lineage supports? Can I use any of these things yet? Supported skills create 3 additional fissures. 40% less damage. God damn, dude. Look at the downsides on this fucking, on this goddamn, support gem. Yeah, dude, the Falconer is really ridiculous. It's ridiculous for leveling. Dude, look at the downsides on this goddamn gem. No? Hold on, I'll find it for you. Damn, that I did an all-class review for Path of Exile 2. It's one of my best performing videos ever. Where's it at? Here it is. This was a 1.1 build, but it works just fine still. There's really no changes. Here you go. Yeah, Photon. There's Path of Building for PoE too. I gotta go to the currency exchange real quick. Who's got it? Who's got it? Is this gonna be level 65? I wonder. Oh no, it's not. It's 25. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Brutus's pain. Oh, okay, it's 65. Alright, so can I hook up Profane Ritual to my weapon swap or no? Or am I going to have to swap weapons manually, I wonder? Okay, so we still have 42 spirit. We're gonna have to swap weapons manually, I think. Okay. So this is gonna give me all my power charges if I do this. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna like this gameplay though, of doing this. So I have to like raise the minions just to get fucking power charges. Damn, they're not coming up, huh? Here we go with this pausing shit again. I don't understand why the game just all of a sudden does this. The game runs so weird, dude. Increase magnitude against marked enemies. I know it's down here. Increase crit chance, crit chance. Ouch, dude. 25% reduced global defenses. The downsides are so bad on the tree that all you want to do is make a tree with just picking the minor nodes, which is really bad, dude, I think, for game design. I don't like how the support gems and the passive tree have so many downsides. It doesn't feel good. Can you put... I wonder if you could put Spell Cascade inside of Profane Ritual. How many weapon swaps do I have? Holy shit, dude. I only have 14 weapon swap passives? Dude, I must have missed a bunch of those things. What the fuck? How did I miss so many? I'm missing 10 of them. I don't even know. I honestly don't even know how that's possible. Did I do the crow bell? I think I did do the crow bell. I did the crow bell. I did Keth. That's what it is, dude. Too much movement speed. They gave me too much movement speed, dude. I ran past the whole fucking game. You see how that works? Isn't that crazy? Now here's the Howling Caves. Here's one of them. We should get into, we should be getting to the maps during this stream. I should be finished with the interludes. Yeah, they don't want to. They're adding a little bit of. They're trying to speed up the game, dude. But they definitely don't want it to be PoE1. Like, there's no way for you to actually use Flicker Strike. Like, You have to jump through so many fucking hoops just to use it. Like, I don't understand why they're so stingy with letting you generate power charges. Like, if you don't want us to use Flicker Strike, just don't put it in the game, dude. They put it in the game, but then you can only do it like, oh, there, I flickered. That's it. Now you got to generate more charges. It's like, dude, it's really annoying. Yeah, I'm 41, dude. Like, physically, I feel great, dude. I feel just as young as I used to when I was young, when I was like in my 20s. But my memory, dude, it's yeah, I played D1. I was a big D1 player when I was really young. I love that fucking game. But yeah, when I was a teenager, dude, I played the fuck out of Diablo 2. That's all I played. I played Diablo 2 and then Counter-Strike. That was it. You want to really trip out, dude? I'll show you what game I fucking started on. Hold on. Check this out. This is what game I started on. That was the first RPG I ever played. I was 10 when it came out, and I played it from... I don't know, dude. I kind of just stopped playing it recently. Not like within the last like 6 or 7 years I stopped playing it, but I love that fucking game. It's a text-based game, but I still love it, dude. It's very nostalgic for me. It reminds me of a lot, you know? So I played it all growing up. That was back before we even really had the internet. I mean, we kind of had the internet. You had dial-up. You could access the World Wide Web if you could, if you had some sort of like interface, like a browser or something. But back then it was all like Telnet, dude. You just dial up to like local servers and play. They were called bulletin board systems. Yeah. It was cool, dude. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, man. And back then it was crazy because the internet was like localized when there were bulletin board systems. So anybody you were talking to was within like 14 miles of you. It was either 14 or 7. However long distance was. Because if you called past that distance, you got charged a fuck ton of money. You had to have like a dedicated phone line for the internet. Kind of wild. Those were fun days, man. Very fun days. Possibly. Well, the thing is now is everything is so wild, dude, with the internet. Now it's like, fuck. They could put all sorts of like regulations on it. Now they're talking about banning hate speech. She's like, what does that even mean, dude? They just start censoring all these platforms. I don't know if you saw, but they're calling Hassan Piker in to testify, or they're calling the CEO of Twitch and Discord and Reddit. They're called in to testify against Hassan Piker and Destiny and all those guys. So I don't know. This is a scary time right now. I think we're gonna start seeing some serious crackdown on speech of the internet. Yeah, they started doing that real ID shit where I'm at too. All bad, man. Yeah, for sure. Well, the thing is, the First Amendment protects free speech, but when you start making labels like hate speech, like then you leave it up to the person that defines it, and that can be a problem because they could just say anything's hate speech, really. Like what I'm saying right now, criticizing that could be considered hate speech. And then what happens? And they throw me in a fucking gulag. Yeah, we live in very, very dangerous times right now, man. I think a lot of our rights are just hanging by a thread. And I'm not saying just because of Trump or something like that. I'm just saying just in general. This place is becoming increasingly more violent, and it's, I don't know, dude. It's kind of scary. There's so much division in the country, and it's fucked up because it's all just like an illusion. Like, if you look up all like these like YouTubers that they consider themselves independent media, it's like all they do is just preach division. All of them, dude. Both sides. Oh, you're Canadian? All right. Yeah. I don't know. I bet it's worse up there, huh? Well, that's the thing, dude, right? So think about this for a second. This has always been my theory. He's like, I don't think that there is such thing as Republican or Democrat. I really don't. I think what there is a uniparty. And I think it made up and invented the two parties so that we would stay divided. And then they feed issues into the public, right? Like they pay politicians or pay these independent podcasters or pay this, hey, push this narrative. And then what they do is that disseminates into the public. Then we all fight over stupid shit. And then that way we're always divided. Then they're way easier to control. We're divided and we're afraid. And then we're super easy to control then. Because if we were together, if this was a true democracy, dude, we would be running this shit. Not them. And I think that's what scares them the most. Because when you really think about it, nah, you're good, man. I don't give a fuck. I talk about whatever I want. That's one of the perks of being a small streamer. Talk about whatever I want. Yeah, dude. It's really wild when you think about it. If you think about it in that regard, like think about all the times you've seen this politician or this politician vote this way, or they call it bipartisan, right? Bipartisan issue, meaning both sides agree to it. Like, I don't know, dude. All that shit's really weird to me. It seems like it's just the same party. And you see it in things like the Epstein files. Like both parties are involved in that. That's why it's never come out. And you're wondering, like, are they protecting each other? Because it seems like they are. Which is weird, because they're supposed to be political opposition. But that doesn't really seem to exist. That seems to be an illusion. Yeah, that's exactly my point. I don't believe for a second that this shit, that there is such a thing as two parties in this country. I think it's the same party, and I think they just watch out. I think that there's some sort of like global elite. Either it's like a cabal, or it's just like a family, or maybe multiple families. But they own everything, and they're controlling everything. And I think they know that if there's so many of us now, yeah. I think it's all it's all controlled at the top, dude. Everything, military, pharmaceuticals. I think there's somebody dictating all of it. Either it's a person or like a collective of families, or just a group of people. I was told a long time ago, dude, but I think it was my grandpa that said it. But he said, if you want to know, about something like that, all you got to do is just follow the money. The money will tell you what the true motivation is, or who's being motivated to do whatever. Oh shit! Here's a nameless seer. Let's see. Nameless trample toes. No, have this. God damn, dude. I never get shit. I never get shit. Yeah, I don't know. I think they just want to keep us all afraid, dude. All afraid of each other. They can just easily control everything that way. Because we're afraid of everybody. Then that's when ideas stop like proliferating, because we don't talk to each other. We don't have debate anymore. There's no civil discourse in this country anymore regarding politics. So there's no way for us to really advance because there's nobody challenging our own ideas. We're just stuck in our own echo chambers. And I think that's like a real detriment to society. Because who knows, dude? I mean, if we were to come together and like actually have debate instead of just like throwing fucking hyperbole at each other, then we might actually be able to progress as a society and come up with something where, there isn't such a wealth disparity, or like, people are actually taken care of in this country. Because we're supposed to live in like a representative like democracy, I guess they would call it. But I don't know how these politicians don't represent anybody that I know, especially not me. They've never done anything that's improved my life. Ever. All they do is just take fucking taxes from me and go send it overseas. Fund some war that I don't agree with. Yeah, dude, when somebody asks me if I lean right or left, I tell them neither, dude. I don't believe in any of the government. I think they're all fucking crooked and corrupt. All of them. I don't think any one of them have our best interests at heart, or in mind. I really don't. Yeah, that'll never happen. That'll never happen. I think we need a new system, dude. I really do. I think that we need to evolve our political system because it's just not working out like this, dude. Too many people are suffering. We already know communism doesn't work. Communism just leads to fucking people dying. But we're smart enough to fucking put people into space. We can put chips in people's brains now where it bypasses paralysis. Like, and you're telling me that we're not smart enough to solve this shit? Come on, dude. Give me a fucking break. I don't believe that for a second. Like, the fact that we can do all that shit and we're still killing each other over, like, dumb, like, war stuff, like greed and just oil and opium and whatever, it's insane to me. It's insane that a so-called advanced society can't solve that. Like, there literally should be 0 people around the world that are hungry. 0. Like, no matter what country you live in, it doesn't matter. There should literally be 0 hungry people. Like, I really wish they would just take the military one day and just go over to everywhere where there's starving people and just go fix it, dude. Like, it would literally cost, like, it wouldn't cost that much. I don't know the exact number. I have to really think about it, but it would not cost that much. Probably a fraction of what we spend to build bombs every year. Yeah, that's a crazy statistic, dude. 99% of the wealth, they'd still be billionaires. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, you don't need all that money, dude. Not saying that, like, I'm not, don't get me wrong, dude. I love capitalism. I own a business. I do not think that there should be wealth distribution at all. But what I'm saying is like, you should, like, just be a better person, dude, and do something with that fucking money, you know? Like, you can even, I don't even think you could spend that money in a lifetime, like, if you tried. So why the, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you doing with it? Do something good, dude. There's like a lot of there's a lot of suffering in this world, dude. And I know some people do. Some people are like philanthropists or whatever, you know. But it's crazy that they don't help people, you know. There's no quest here, right? Damn, dude. I don't understand what is going on right now with this game, bro. It pauses now like all crazy. It just pauses out of nowhere. And it's not my controller. I've like tested this, you know? It just keeps pausing. See? Just like randomly pauses. They really need... I don't care if they don't add anything into the game next league. Fix the performance. Yeah, it's bad, man. Like I'm this is probably a super hot take, but I honestly don't care if they don't add a class, any new content. Fix the fucking performance of the game. Like 100%. Dedicate everybody to it until it's fixed. There are so many things that they could do to improve performance in this game. Like there's the ground effects in this game are fucking egregious, dude. They're so bad. And like most skills that you're going to use to really excel in the end game, there's like zero visual clarity. You know, that's a good point, but I really think that has to do with the way that the graphics are rendered, in all honesty. I honestly don't think it's the servers, because it seems to be like a it's like a PC side problem, you know? Like it has to do with the way that the game's running on the hardware rather than over the network itself or over the server itself. Because that's the thing, dude. I never get like server lag. It's just like shit with like the game pauses and it'll say game pause, and then also it'll pause for a second, the gears will come up and it'll say that like it just goes black. And it happens even in like my hideout and shit. So I know it's not like, it doesn't even have anything to do with the combat or anything. Oh shit. Okay, so you play on Linux? That's cool. Have you played it at all or no? I'll be right back. I got a 900. Okay, you have more hours than me. I'll be right back. Gotta refill it. Yeah, you have more hours than me probably because of I didn't play during 0.2. I gotta see how these people are using this this weapon swap tech on Flicker Strike. Let's see. PoE2 power charges. Okay, so this is using Flicker Strike, Falling Thunder. Trying to check out how these people are generating these power charges. All right, here we go. Dude, these people make such detailed build guides. It's crazy. I have never put this much data into a build guide ever. This dude's got like 6 different setups. Yeah, that's true. It is their job. That's right. Some of them aren't though. Some of them don't do this full time. Like this dude's only got 24K subscribers. I mean, maybe he's doing it full time. He's definitely not doing it full time and living in California. That's for sure. See, he's not doing. He is not using the minions. Dude, I think that I can set up a cast on crit setup with this type of build. So he's got a gang of fucking attack speed, dude. So I'm trying to see what his setup is right now for attack speed. Because I could dump the flicker strike, spec into attack speed, and use whirling assault with comets. All right, we'll check this out later. I'm just gonna get through the campaign and we'll figure it out. Dude, this boss fight was so bad. I died so much during this boss fight when I was doing the cannons, the mortar cannon build. Dude, it was so bad. I couldn't see the mechanics that were happening because of the mortar cannon. I love how this thing doesn't ever aim right. It's pretty rough using a controller sometimes. Unsuccessfully. Yeah, that checks out. You know, none of the campaign bosses are... dude, it's literally... They're not mechanically difficult. They're cool boss fights, but when you can't see the floor, that's when it becomes a problem. Yeah, I played with WASD all through point one and point and click. The controller feels the best, dude. I don't like WASD. Even though I used to play like first person shooters back in the day, I really don't like it. I'm not a fan. It's too many buttons, dude. Like my cast on crit Blood Mage, I have to hit Ember Fusillade, Fireball, Orb of Storms, Flame Wall, Despair, and Spellslinger, dude. How the fuck am I supposed to do that when I'm using WASD? Like, how am I supposed to do that? I mean, it's possible. Like, I don't have to hit them all at once, but it's definitely annoying. Oh, shit. Dude, that boss fight used to be so bugged. Like, as far as, like, the hitboxes. Like, the hitboxes, if I'm thinking about the right thing, the hitboxes were so bad when that one shot mechanic would come through. It would hit you when you're, like, super far away from it. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a really good idea, dude. I probably should get one of those one of those mice with 9 buttons. That's a solid plan. I could have a drink in one hand, and I could be playing just with the mouse. I could also be hitting my vape. All right, we need to get... I need a spec into crit. All the way into crit. But I also need attack speed. Attack speed is going to be the key. There we go. We got 1% attack speed per 25 dex. That actually might be really good. Because if I do that, if I stack dex with this, so I'd essentially be getting 2% attack speed per 25 dex. Maybe I'll just get myself an Astromentus and just stack dexterity with crit, and then I can basically just pick any skill I want because I'll have like... I'll probably get over 100% attack speed. No, there's just nothing that's going to benefit me right now, so I just didn't bother putting it in because these are they're evasion energy shields, so I could put like an iron rune in there or whatever and get the increased armor, evasion, and energy shield. I guess I will do that, but yeah, I could put it in right now because there's really nothing else to put in the gloves that's going to really benefit me. Give me a couple extra energy, nothing like significant. Yeah, it pauses the game. For controller, yeah. This is only the controller UI. Like when you open up your inventory, it opens up this screen on controller. So you can like see your character, you can move your like your MTX around and like you check shit out. You can go scroll over to the passive. I'll give them this though. The controller UI is great. I think what they need to do what they need to do is they need to let us have dynamic swap between mouse and controller, but keep this same UI. That's what they need to do. They should just make this UI for mouse too. That way when you open your inventory, you can pause. Or yeah, just option. Yeah, have an option for it. What UI you want. But they have to give us swap, dude. They have to. Having no mouse and keyboard swap is so brutal. And I don't understand how Last Epoch has it. Well, that's the thing, dude, is they said that it was ready. He said it in multiple podcasts. He's like, oh, it should be ready. That's true. They did say the game was ready. Even though the resistances didn't work. There was no end game. I honestly think they thought that... I don't know what they thought, dude. Like, they have Diablo 3, right? Like, they know everybody does, like, greater rifts. I'm surprised that they didn't add anything like that in the very beginning of Diablo. Yeah. Well, armor is supposedly fixed. Supposedly it's like really good right now. With the armor can yeah, no, on launch it was busted. I think there's probably a lot of pressure, dude, to get these games released. I'm assuming from like investors and shit. It's probably just like a ton of pressure. I think that if you're developing a game, like you obviously don't want people shitting all over your game, you know? Like that's a huge project. Even just overseeing it is a huge project, you know? It's wild. So you probably don't want somebody being like, oh, dude, this game sucks. So when they release it, some things in like an unfinished state, that always baffles me. The only explanation has to be investors. Yeah. They did fuck it up, dude. I can't give them any grace on that one. It's just a bad game, dude. Like, I'm not. It's not a bad game. It's a bad game for what I like to play. I'm sure it's a great game, dude, for people that are like don't have very much time to play. Like they maybe play like an hour a week or something, you know? It's good for that type of person. And then like a whole league or a whole season will like, you know, you could play one character and get it pretty maxed out with that. If you only got like an hour or two to play a week. But for people that like to build characters and have like customization and you have a little bit of agency during the game, I don't think it's a good game at all. Yeah, dude. I think that has a lot to do with it. They're right down. Blizzard's right down the street from where I live right now. I live in LA. They're in Santa Monica, so like 10 miles or 15 miles from me. It's bad down here, dude. It's probably true. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I make like I don't really want to share how much I make, but I make in the six figures, you know, decent. And it's still, dude, it's still rough. Because it's not just like a rent or mortgage. It's grocery prices, it's gas prices, it's everything accumulated. And then I always have the IRS breathing down my fucking neck, dude, to pay them. And it's just like, dude, it just never ends, man. It's just theft after theft after theft. So it feels like. It's pretty wild, man. I'm lucky, dude, that I get to save money. People that don't make a decent living out here are completely fucked. Like, and I'm talking decent, like six figures decent. Like, you're fucked, dude. You're living with like, if you make $20 an hour, dude, you're living with like 4 people. That you gotta find like a homeboy and his girl, and then you and your girl all split the rent like 4. You gotta find some sort of situation like that. Otherwise, you're burned. It's so expensive to live out here. I spend like, just for me, like $600 or $700 a month on just groceries, dude. $600 or $700 a month. That's like 2 cars. I could literally lease or own 2 more cars for that amount of money. That is literally insane, dude. Just robbery. Getting robbed. I keep collecting more monsters in this kite, dude. It's getting kind of sketchy. Yeah, you're fucked, dude. You can't eat clean out here, but I think it's by design, man. I hate to sound like it, dude, but I'm really not like that. I don't I don't wear a tinfoil hat, but I really feel it's designed this way. Like I don't think they want poor people to eat healthy. I really don't. They probably look at poor people like a cancer, and they just want to like eradicate them. So like, all right, you know, let's make it real easy to eat cheap processed food, really cheap, and then that way we don't have to deal with these motherfuckers anymore. It's what it feels like, dude. That's true. That is true. Conspiracy theory plus time equals fact. But it's bizarre, man. Like, I look at people out here and I'm like, dude, how the fuck are these people living? Dude, like the average rent, I don't mean to sound like I'm fucking whining, but dude, the average rent out here is like $2,500 a month. When I was 18, I got a 2-bedroom house for like, or a 2-bedroom apartment for like $1,200 a month. Now, a 2-bedroom apartment out here is almost $3,000. Yeah, dude. I've been giving a lot of thought to expatriation lately. It's not that I don't love this country, dude, but it's almost getting to the point where you can't afford to live here anymore. Like, I want to be able to, like, make a lot of investments and stuff with my money, and I just can't do it. Yep. Exactly, Druss. That shit is fucking so goddamn expensive in San Diego County. I wanted to move down to La Jolla for the longest, dude, and I'm so glad I didn't. My rent would be like $4,000 a month right now. What's the exchange on 1,500? Was it like $2,200 or less? Oh shit! It's $1,000. It's the other way. Oh fuck! I had that mixed up for some reason. It's $1,000 US, dude. Holy shit! Yep. Yep, that's good old California, dude. And you know what's funny is you walk outside and all the fucking taxes we pay, you see nothing but homeless encampments everywhere you go out here, dude. Everywhere you go, dude, there are fucking homeless encampments. And you look up how much money those people are making, it is absolutely absurd, dude. They throw billions of dollars at the homeless problem. It just does not, nothing gets fixed. The roads out here are all fucked up. They're building some fucking high-speed rail that never got finished but dropped like billions of dollars on it. It's like, dude, they're so goddamn irresponsible out here. It's insane. Oh shit. Whoops. Yeah, it's bad, bro. The homeless problem is fucking bad out here. There should be no homeless people, dude. We live in one of the richest, or we live in the richest country in the world, don't we? Or I don't know, it might be China now, but we live in a very rich country. There should be zero fucking homeless people here. Zero. I think there are more vacant, like, buildings or vacant houses than there are homeless people in this country. Just buy, like, subsidize it, dude. Buy all those houses and put everybody inside. Put everybody inside and feed everybody, dude. Take a fraction of what we spend on building fucking killing machines every year and just house everybody. Fuck, it's embarrassing, dude. It really is. We live in fucking America, man. Like, that's really, really embarrassing. Okay, so each one of these hits, I think. Each one of these fishers hits. So on single target, I think it hit multiple times. If the fishers, like, touch it at the same time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you, dude. They're using campaign bosses, Sekima bosses. See, this game just keeps pausing, dude. I don't understand this shit. Let me here, I'll be right back, dude. I'm gonna restart the game. I'll leave the stream up, but I'm gonna restart real quick. All right. Let's see. Maybe this will fix it. I might have to use the point and click. Let's test it out on controller and see if it's still doing it. I know it's not my controller, because I've tested it. I use the other Xbox controller downstairs, and because I have an Xbox downstairs, so I have another controller. I've tested both. They both do the same thing. All right, there we go. Let's see if it continues to do it. All right, what do I gotta do? Back to the bazaar. I think there's only like a couple more bosses, dude. Oh shit, there's another weapon swap. Let's put this shit away. The new crafting system is so good in this game now, dude. It's fucking crazy how good it is. Yeah, well, those are just like, to be honest with you, dude, those are just the interludes. So the interludes are meant to be like placeholders, right? So they're not like, I know it sounds like bullshit. Yeah, it's, they're just like the interludes. They're not, I don't think they're going to keep it like that. Because we're still going to get Act 5 and 6. Well, I'm about to be right there with you, dude. Soon. Soon. Is weed legal where you guys are at, or no? That is, yeah. Cherry Coke. Jameson and Cherry Coke. I got the expensive shit, but I don't really break it out that often. I got the blue label. That's my shit. Oh, yeah. Do you got, is weed legal where you're at, or what? Literally the only perk of being in LA is that. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I forgot this lame ass. There's never anything worth to buy in here. It's crazy. Okay, I think this is it. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, that is definitely not the case in California. It's literally the only perk of living here, dude. You pay so much to live for that, just for that. Yeah. So it happens. Where are we gotta go, man. We gotta get to this last place. This act is so big. I think it's down here in this left corner, if I'm not mistaken. Jesus, dude, this fucking this act is so crazy. Oh, really? Okay. So where you're at's like relatively cheap. Yeah, dude. I'm pretty good at dodge rolling. I play this campaign so much, sometimes you just get to that point where you just keep dodge rolling to the next checkpoint. Just trying to make it a little bit faster. Dude, I already... What the fuck? Okay. See, it's starting to do that pause shit again, man. Fuck. God damn it. Alright, dude, I'm gonna have to, like... I'm gonna have to restart my PC. I was, that's the only other thing I can think about doing. Either that or switch over to mouse and keyboard. Yeah, I know. They got the charges over there. Let me get this next one. If you die here, it's so fucked. Because everything just resets. Why do you like hardcore so much? My channel knows me, my chat knows me, dude. They fucking, they know I hate hardcore. I hate it so much. It's just because I'm not like that good at gaming, you know? I'm like decent, but I'm not like crazy good or anything. So when I'll make mistakes and I'll die like almost every time because I don't like, I'm very impatient. Okay. I'm not, I think what it just boils down to me not being patient enough. Because I could probably do hardcore just fine if I just kick back and like take my time and be kind of methodical. But I like hitting my vape. I like, you know, not paying attention, looking at the TV, drinking. Like at some point I'm going to lose that hardcore character just because I'm being careless, you know? Oh, nice. Okay. So you're up there on like the, on the hardcore list or what? D4 status. Should be a meme. Pretty sure it already is. They turned their fucking ARPG with $1 billion of backing into a meme. It's so funny. The Diablo developers, they were making fun of the game, saying damage on Tuesdays. Like, that's the meme, right? For all the modifiers and the legendaries. And then the developers, like, made a shirt that said damage on Tuesdays and wore it like, ha ha ha. I don't know, dude. I always thought that was really weird. Instead of being like, damn, dude, they're right. This is ridiculous. We should probably fix this. He like made a big joke about it. I don't know. That was really weird to me. Yeah, that's cool though. You got like, that's cool. You got like a little hardcore crew. Makes it a little bit easier, I imagine. That's cool though, man. I props, dude. I mean, I just don't have it in me, man. I always just do some dumbass shit. Die. Like I beat like the hardest content in most games, but it's just a matter of me just being careless, you know. I just don't have like the patience to sit there and play carefully to not lose a character. And then you, especially in games like this where you put so much investment into your character. But in this game you merge, right? You can merge over to, I don't know if it's like that in most games, but in this game you can just merge your character over to softcore. So you don't really lose anything, but... Right. I just meant like, you know, you're, if you lose, or you die, right? You don't lose the character unless you choose to. It's not something that's forced. Like, the gauntlet for me in PoE 1 is like one of the worst experiences ever. Like, I can do it, and I can do it just fine, but I get so frustrated doing it. Because I have to play so slow to be careful. I have to, like, out-level every area. Because there's just so many, like, harder modifiers and all the bosses and stuff. Like, every area has the worst map mods ever. Just in the campaign. Right, no, that's a good point. I can imagine that. Well, I mean, I know I experienced that during the gauntlet for sure. Vornas looks like the he looks like the what's it called from Stranger Things? The Demogorgon? Alright, dude, we're almost done with this. Yeah, dude, I love that fucking show, dude. It's so good. It's got everything I like in it, dude. Like old school, like 80s horror movies. It's like that time was when I was a kid, and Dungeons and Dragons, and then on top of that, you have Winona Ryder. I used to think she was really hot. And then you got like government conspiracies, like X-Files type shit. X-Files, by far, my hands down favorite show ever, dude. X-Files. It was the best show that's ever been on TV, in my opinion. And Stranger Things has pretty much all those elements in it, with a couple extra. Okay, I'll check it out. Resident Alien? Is it on Netflix or what? Yeah, I can't, yeah, no, for sure. I never do any, dude, I only ever, like, I only use, like, Soap Today. Do you know what that is? Like, one of those streaming sites? You just need to use, like, an ad blocker, and you're fine. You can use the site. But I'll put that shit on, just cast it to my TV. Soap Today is one of the best ones, and it's like switched domains a few times, but the new one is just as good. They just, like, all these clone sites pop up when they when they shut them down. Like, they'll just clone the website and have another one up under a different domain. But that's pretty much what I'll do, is just use those. Right, okay. Oh, you still have that episode? It's on Netflix? Or are you talking about Resident Alien? You're not talking about South Park, right? Damn, dude, send that shit to me. I want to watch that that episode of South Park. My business email is in on my YouTube. The YouTube email. You send that shit to me. I never got to see it. I heard it was really funny. They kept calling him Master Debater. Yeah, if you could send that to me, that'd be really cool. It looked fucking hilarious, and even Charlie Kirk liked it. So I don't know why they took it down, dude. It's so weird. Everybody's so fucking sensitive, dude. Everybody's terrified of getting, like, sued and you know, hurting people's feelings, I guess. I mean, maybe they're probably just afraid of getting sued. But dude, it was Charlie Kirk liked it, dude. He was, I was watching the podcast of him before he got shot, saying that he liked it, dude. He was, like, all stoked that they were quoting the right Bible verses or something. Like, typical Charlie Kirk fashion. Like, all that dude cared about was Jesus, dude. Like, it was like, I don't understand how anybody hated that dude. Like, I really don't, dude. Like, I mean, I guess some of the shit he said was really provocative, but, like, I don't know. The dude just seemed like a really nice guy. I don't know. He just had different, like, religious beliefs. Pretty much everything he ever quoted was like, or debated was based out of religion, like Christianity. So basically, everybody that hated that dude thought that every Christian was also in, like, the same thing. Well, yeah, that's where we've gotten to in America now. You didn't know that? We assassinate people for having different opinions. It's a really good place, dude, to be right now. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, why? Oh, I know about you guys. Is that what you're going to tell me about? How fucking bad your guys are with free speech? It's bad, though, dude, because these fucking idiots don't realize that by causing all this violence, all they're going to do is provoke the current government to crack down, dude, like on speech, on everything. Right. No, for sure. That doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But none of the arguments that I hear, like the the hyperbole that you see all over media, none of it makes sense, dude. None of it. They're like, we're anti-fascist. We're anti-fascist. So we're going to cause a fascist type crackdown. That's what we're going to do. It's like, dude, what? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? None of it ever makes any sense to me, man. And it goes the other way, too. We hate cancel culture, so we're going to cancel everybody for speech. Like, I just, dude, none of their arguments ever make any sense to me. None of them. I don't understand why people just can't be like, all right, dude, I got it. I know what we're going to do. We're all just going to stop acting like assholes. That's our new ideology. We're just all going to stop being assholes and take care of everybody. We're going to take care of each other, and that's going to be our new ideology. That's it. Imagine. Yeah, dude. There's so many things that confuse me nowadays, man. Like the 90s was not like this at all. At all, man. There was like, the 90s was a time of like, we were coming right out of the 80s, so it was like a time of prosperity. And it just, we didn't have, like, there were some like problems with like racism and stuff, because we had like Rodney King and whatever, but it wasn't like the only thing people ever talked about. It was fucked up, and like that should not have happened with Rodney. Those guys were like definitely wrong and should have gone to jail. No doubt about it. And people rioted with good reason. But other than that, there wasn't anything like, you had like Clinton's sex scandal or whatever, but yeah, exactly. You got to see what life was like before the fucking internet. Before the internet just cooked everybody. Nowadays, dude, it's like everyone is so fucking cooked. So cooked. I don't think there's any way to come back from this, dude. I really don't. I hate to sound like a doomer, but there's no coming back. Yep, exactly, dude. Maybe. I hope so too, dude. Don't get me wrong. I hope that every day. I hope that people just start seeing the fucking error of their ways. Stop treating people like shit. But it's not gonna happen. There has to be some sort of like revelation for these people, you know? Like, we'll probably have to devolve into civil war before anybody's like, whoa, 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 maybe we went too far. People just keep dividing and dividing and dividing the country, and everybody's getting more violent. The mental illness is through the fucking roof because we're all just eating like shit, and they just keep pumping us full of drugs that they don't even really know the side effects of. Or they know the side effects, they just won't admit it because everything's all hidden and corrupt. And then you couple all that together, and boom, you got fucking civil war. Yeah, it's just too bad that not everybody thinks that way, you know? Or not even like a majority of the people think that way. We are a very, very, very small minority of people in this country. Or in both of our countries, I'm assuming. Oh great, another abyss. That's what I wanted. Here we go. I think this is the last boss. Yep, this is the last one. Dude, if I could just get the movement or the attack speed up super high on this skill, I'd probably just play this fucking build, dude. Just this Stormwave build. Oh shit, dude. What the fuck? See, that's what I'm talking about. I was like focusing on what I was saying instead of playing the game. Yeah, dude, it's the same shit down here. Like, they're like, oh, we're gonna deport all the criminals, right? And then they go to deport all the criminals, and then you hear people like, down here, people wait outside a Home Depot to like get work. And it's like, dude, unless those people have broken the law, like, what the fuck are you doing? Those people are trying to work, dude. Like, they're contributing to the economy. They're not like committing crimes. Like, I'm just like fast track them to like let them stay, dude. Get them like, they probably would qualify for citizenship if they weren't like there wasn't such a crazy system here to get citizenship. So I don't know, dude. Like, there's a lot of people that are like, that's another like polarizing issue here. The majority of the citizens of the United States support deportations, but mostly for the for like the criminals, you know. Like, if you've broken the law down here and you're illegal, you gotta go, dude. Like 100%. Like, we don't want you here making the society worse, you know. Unless you're here like contributing, you gotta go. But unfortunately, what they're doing is they're finding people that have worked at like farms for like 20 years, and they're like deporting them. Like, yeah, well, I don't know, dude. I just try to be rational about shit. It's like I don't understand why that's such a leap for some people. Like, that's what makes sense, right? If somebody has a better argument for why we should just deport every single person that's here illegally, I'm completely open to hearing it, dude. Like, I'm always open to change my mind about shit if I'm presented with evidence. Always. I'm never married to any one idea. There's no point in being like that. It just keeps you closed off. Because I've changed my mind so many times in my life, dude, and it's always been like, you know, for better. God damn, dude, what the fuck is this one-shot shit, man? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't play hardcore right here. This is a perfect example of why I don't play. Yeah, that's the point, right? Like, if you're coming here illegally, yeah, that's the main argument, right? Like, they've already broken the law when they come in. That's true. It's true. And I understand that thinking, that train of thought, and that's why I don't hold anything against anybody that believes that all of it. I just don't think that that's a good move. 'Cause I know a lot of people feel that way. But there's so much like rhetoric and hyperbole. That's the problem, right? People they don't think rationally anymore. You think? We'll see, dude. We'll see. It's possible. Definitely possible. I think if I just keep my distance, I should be alright. Oh, he teleports around. Okay. Oh, he's got that fucking 5-sided strike like the monk in D3, huh? Damn, dude, I got knocked down. That sucks. Yeah, I keep holding the sprint button. I probably shouldn't do that, huh? Yeah, it was a good fight. I didn't realize how good this fight was, dude, until I actually fought him and didn't have a build that just fucking annihilated him in 2 seconds. Alright, that's it. That's all she wrote. And I got a divine orb. Look at that shit. Look at the luck of that. Divine orb at the end of the campaign. Look at that. I never get luck like that. Imagine if this was like the beginning of the league. That would have been sick. Alright, that's it. Now I gotta find out where these other 3 other quests are for the passives. Alright, where we gotta go? Oh, I gotta go back to King's March, that's right. Let's get into maps and then we'll go find out where the other Yeah, I don't have the patience. As soon as somebody tells me I'm going to be here for hours, my brain just shuts off and automatically completes the task. I didn't even think about that. I didn't give a second thought to that boss fight. My brain's like, nope, we're not doing that. Jesus. That's rough. Oh yeah, you were playing the warrior, that's right.
With our forces united, we set sail from King's March and head for Oriath. But as we approached, the unthinkable took place. We were too late. My worst fears have come to pass. The world is consumed by madness once more. Our last hope for refuge is the ziggurats.
Damn, everybody's infected now.
Perhaps Doriana's preparations will shield us while we plan our next move. It appears Doriane truly does have a plan for every contingency.
Alright. Alright, let's go find these, actually, no, I don't know if we're gonna complete a map right now. We'll go and find these other quests. Alright, so I didn't get the Sacred Well there. I'm not really worried about that. I got that. That was the most important one. I never got the Roving Wisp. I don't care about that shit. Doesn't give you anything anyway. Oh, here's the other one. Here's one of them right here. The Blind Pilot. Or the Blind Beast. Why did I say pilot? Yeah, dude, they all got fucking COVID. That's what happens, dude. That's the new strain, the new variant of COVID. It gets those things that grow out of your face. Alright, I get the Blind Beast. Dude, these little drummer boys are so fucking... Dude, it's like the worst mob in the game. The little drummer boys that run around, they hit their thing and they war cry at you and like stun you. Monkeypox, imagine. It's probably what it's like. Yeah, monkeypox looked rough, dude. I'm glad that didn't become a pandemic. I wouldn't even go outside. No fucking way. I would barricade myself indoor with my firearms. If anybody came to the door, they're getting shot. I'm not even fucking around with that. Yeah, I saw that shit, dude. There were like some cases of it in LA, dude. That shit was fucking ruthless looking. I was like, ugh. Dude, this seems like this might actually be manageable if I can get my attack speed and damage up high enough. Is this the... No, this isn't the final. Alright, we need to fucking... Oh, is that what it is? Or is it... Nope. I'm not going out like that, dude. There's no fucking way. No fucking way, dude. I'm pretty savvy, dude. Like, I can make my own irrigation system. Like, I can hunt. Like, I know how to purify water. Like, I can make a fire. I'm pretty survivalist type. So I can 100% survive without anybody. So if monkeypox hits and becomes a pandemic, probably be okay. Maybe. As long as I don't come into contact with any other humans, I'll be fine. Is this the blind beast? What? I don't even know what the blind beast is here, dude. Let's see. Okay, yep, that's the blind beast. Alright, we got our fucking other skill point right here. Yeah, no, I'd be up, dude, actually in the desert, just so you guys know, if shit ever hits the fan, in the desert, they have all these solar farms out there. There's just like a ton of solar panels out there that you could just fucking, if shit goes real south, you can go out there and grab yourself a few of them. You mean, you probably have to go pretty quick. You go grab a few solar panels. Throw them in a van. You grab like 8 of them, eight like full panels. Get them hooked up, and you just fucking dip out to the mountains, dude, and you be straight. Probably be straight. Mountains or desert. Yeah, as long as like the caldera doesn't blow or something, and there's still sunlight, you know, there's ways to survive. Yeah, those solar farms are down by like Joshua Tree and shit. You could even hook them up to like an RV. But you would need to like, I don't know. You would need gas, which would suck. Alright, what am I missing, dude? I know I'm missing like... I'm missing one quest. Yeah, exactly, dude. Those, you go out there and snag some of those, dude. They wouldn't last very long. You have to get down there pretty quick. But, yeah, 100%. That's my plan, at least. I mean, I don't know. That's my plan, just in case the shit hits the fan. Like, I got plenty of guns and ammunition, but definitely need a backup plan to make power somehow. Because I've become quite accustomed to electricity. All right, guys. That's it for me, man. I got to get up pretty early. I wanted to get on a little earlier today so I could kind of get off a little earlier, but I'm gonna go crash out. Y'all have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a fun chat. Come hang out tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Peace.